Well, happy Friday to you. Thanks for joining us here on the Market Day Report. I'm Marlon Bowling with you as we get ready for our daytime session on the grain and livestock. Here to check out what may be setting up today's trade, we go to the phones and welcome Rich Nelson of Allendale Incorporated in McHenry, Illinois. And Rich, thank you for joining us today. What's on the agenda here?
Well, it's like big issues for us right now. Obviously, weather means something we're going to discuss. As of right now, benign conditions should leave the trade more or less a benign trade here. But we are also to talk about this spring wheat tour, which did wrap up yesterday. Wheat Quality Council tour pegging the total spring wheat crop up in that North Dakota region, 38.1 bushels an acre, down from last year's 45.7, and the 5-year average of 46.8.
46.8. All right, so that's quite a difference. But the trade, I guess, had it totally built in well ahead of time. The market didn't seem to react to it very much overnight.
Sure looks to be the case. So slight gains as far as the wheat contracts, both winter as well as the spring wheat here today. But as a whole, not really, like you said, not really having too much of a big move here. And also a lot of people saying, let's probably wait until the actual harvest to see what's out there, because those western areas might have been really hard to do some surveys on here.
Speaking of the Globex trade, we can take a look at our overnight grain trade here, and we can tell that the market is just kind of narrowly mixed. It can't figure out which way it wants to go. We'll pull up that corn market for everybody here, and on the last trades, well, boy, you talk about boring. September, December, and March all unchanged right now, so they're not going anywhere from our close yesterday. They've been higher and lower, I believe, here overnight. If you look at the soybean market, it had been a little bit firmer, but at last check, soybeans had kind of settled down a little bit. Right now, we have August just down a tick, September down 2 ticks, November down 3 ticks. Well, that's exciting. 10.06 3/4, so not going very far. And then on the wheat trade that you're talking about, Rich, we have Chicago wheat now 4 1/4 higher at 4.84 on that September contract. Kansas City, we have September on that market, actually trading a little firmer as well, 5 3/4 higher at 4.86 3/4. I want to ask you about that here in a second. Minneapolis trade on the September contract now 4 higher at 7.40 1/2. We had some comments yesterday that there has been some push, I guess, to do some spread trading between Chicago and Kansas City. What do you know about that?
No, that's actually a good question. A lot of people have been noting that, yes, we did have this rally, which was, of course, a spring wheat related rally in the wheat market. Now some people wondering if, on the way down, if we should be doing the opposite, perhaps even selling that spring wheat now that maybe we've reached the peak of the excitement phase of this spring wheat crop problem, and wondering if they can maybe work on the spreads on the other way down. As it stands right now for ourselves, we're more or less taking a neutral stance.
Well, I don't know, Rich. We may have lost your connection there. I'm not real sure what happened there, but we'll have to continue that at a later time. I do want to run down our current cotton prices, too, for you as we have them available here. Right now on the cotton, we have the October contract showing an overnight trade that was 18 points higher. It was at 70.68. And the December contract was down 19 at 68.70. So, Rich, yeah, sorry for the dropout in the phone there, but if I don't talk to you before then, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you next week and see how we close out the month as well on a Monday. Rich Nelson happens to be with Allendale Incorporated. He is based in McHenry, Illinois, and we'll be back in just a moment. We'll talk about our livestock industry right after this.